Hey, welcome to tonight's broadcast. I'm your host, Jamie Christensen. In the booth alongside me tonight, got Michael Fair and Dustin Phillips broadcasting the race for you. Tonight we're at USA International Speedway. It's a 3/4 mile track. It's pretty high banked, so plenty of good action, and we're expecting a lot of good racing. Let's kind of go through the field this evening. Up front, we got 26 at Dale Albright.
Looks like Dale just dropped out a bit there. He should be back in a second.
Yeah.
Next one, we got the 6 of Richard Lewis. We're waiting for someone to grid up there. 26 of Dale Albright is in second row.
I think we're waiting on Mike Abbott. That's who we're waiting on, I think.
Looks like they're going to get rolling here in a second.
So pretty excited about the broadcast this evening. We got a brand new booth with some overlays here for some, so we can take a look at the racing action as it's going on. Dustin, as a former race car driver, doing it in real life, what do you think is going through these guys' mind right now?
Well, Jamie, I appreciate you guys having me in here tonight. You're probably you're getting your belts tight. You're getting sucked back in that seat, and you're ready for this action to start, man. You probably got a little bit exciting feeling. You're not really know what's going to go on, but short track racing here in late models is going to be a good ride for these guys, and I'm sure they're going to get after it here pretty early.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm actually going to put my money on Mike Abbott tonight. Been a fast driver all series long. We're on the 6th race of the series, and so this is our final. And but Mike's been a pretty fast driver. Who are you going with tonight, Dustin?
You know, I have to like Mike myself. He's starting kind of midway back in the pack there in 12th, but I know that better keep an eye on that 2 with Josh Buckley. Those guys are tied at 2:11 apiece for the points, and this being the last race, this is going to be a deciding factor. So, kind of interested to see how that plays out. But definitely like Abbott tonight.
Yeah, you always got to keep an eye on Buckley. Buckley's a really good driver as well. Jeff File is 3rd in points, and so we'll have to keep an eye on him. Maybe he can capitalize on a mistake by Abbott or Buckley. So, okay, so we're green and we're off here. These guys really seem to be diving into the corners. They can definitely do that with newer tires. We'll have to see how it plays out as the race gets on. Oh, it looks like we got a caution back there already.
First yellow of the night, it looks like.
See if we can see who got spun out here. Looks like Clinton Mills went off the track. It's hard for me to find it here.
Yeah, Clinton Mills, he's actually a pretty decent late model driver here in North Carolina. Races late models. Probably he took the last couple of years off and racing some go-karts, but yeah, Clinton, he's one to watch tonight. I just hate to see a tough break there to spin early. We'll see if he can recover from that.
Looks like we got some guys coming in, repair some damage here.
Looks to have still got Jonathan Goodell out front and Richard Lewis. They're following him in second. Looks like the top 5 or 6. Looks like the top 5 stayed about the same on that little short green run we had, but looking like Brent picked up a couple spots and Abbott picked up a couple spots. So those are 2 we need to keep an eye on, and as the race goes on, those guys are pretty good warriors.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see the NAVSCAR regulars pretty much running fourth through sixth there. So good showing by those NAVSCAR drivers this evening.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, Dale's doing pretty well in fourth place. I know we've only got a couple laps going, but it's good to see him running up front.
So, Mike, what do you think about tire wear here this evening? I don't know if you had a chance to test out the track, but I know at short tracks they seem to eat them up. You think they're going to be going with 4 tires or 2, or what do you think the strategy is for this evening?
Well, I think it comes down to how many cautions are going to come out. You know, I think you're right. Green flag conditions, these tires are going to fall off, 30 laps or so. But if the race goes the way I think it's going to go, we might be seeing a lot of caution laps, and the wear might last a little bit longer. I'm sure if you're near the end of the line, you're going to jump in and get 4 fresh ones, but those leaders might think about staying out for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Dustin, as we were just talking about tires, the other component to that is fuel, of course. And, what are your thoughts about that? You think it's going to be a one stop and get some fuel and fill it up every time, or is it just going to take? Are you only going to take what you need?
Well, that's good you brought that up. I was actually talking to a couple of the drivers right before we went green, and they look like they're going to have enough fuel to go the whole way. It's going to be tire management and late caution. You never know. Might stop in and get some tires and see how that ends. But it looks like we're back green flag racing here. So.
Yeah, we got some hard driving going with the 57. Jumped inside the 28. Looks like he's going to make the pass pretty cleanly, though.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was too early to use the chrome bumper, or is any time a good time for that?
I think in this situation, you want to get out in front of this pack here, because this pack's coming in pretty hard. So any opportunity you get to get out in clean air, I think we got to take it.
I'd have to agree with you, Mike. Probably a little too early to use that chrome horn. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of it here for this whole race, but guys just need to settle in here and let's get some laps down and see how the car works over this long run.
Going through the field here, guys, I didn't see a high rev regular in Corey Wharton. It doesn't look like he made the race this evening. Looks like high rev's going to be a little short out there this evening.
Yeah, I'm sure Mike will have a pretty good showing here. He typically has good runs on these short tracks, but I'm sure he's wondering where his teammates are.
Yeah, high rev's always gonna, have a pretty good showing. So, you got Brent sitting there in 7th and Abbott in 10th at the moment, and they're probably, like I said, I heard them talking about tire management. Hopefully they'll save their tires and a lot more than some of these other guys, and we'll see them up front at the end. I can about guarantee it.
We got a pretty good battle going on here from first and second with Richard in front of Alex. Just about a tenth splitting them.
Yeah, and they seem to be gapping the next car behind them.
Yeah, for sure. They've got almost a second gap on third place.
I was looking there down through 1 and 2. The entry of the 6 is a lot lower than the 57, so I don't know if that's helping him get a better run off, but the 57 seems to have that little bit higher entry that's helping him roll through the center better, but the 6 is getting off a lot better, so we'll keep an eye on that as the race goes.
Oh, did the 6 get into, or I'm sorry, the 57 get into the wall a little bit there?
He's definitely pushing that wall out, using up every inch of the track. We do have a caution here.
Looks like the 555 of Butch Frazier, the 15 of Clinton Mills, and the 72 of Raymond Edge have a little trouble there on the backstretch. Raymond looks to have some engine trouble here. We'll have to see if he can get that in there and get his boys to repair.
Short track, short tempers. Should be interesting. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, that's someone who's a little upset there.
Yeah, it looked like Edge was not happy with that prior incident.
letting it get the better of them, that's for sure.
Oh, that was Edge and Mills having a discussion there on the track.
Good thing about those quick repairs is you can get it straightened out and back on the track. Only 3 of those this race, but they do come in handy.
Yeah, we'll take a second here and we'll run through the top 10. We got the number 6 of Richard Lewis still leading the way. Got Alex Bisson here in second. Jonathan Cadell in third. Ryan Fallon in fourth. You got Josh Buckley tied for the points with Mike Abbott in fifth. You got iRev. Brent Rogers sitting in sixth. You got another NASCAR regular in Dale Albright sitting in seventh. You got Mark Jackson in eighth. Dwight Beverly in sorry about that. Mike Abbott's in ninth. Picked up another spot. And Dwight Beverly in 10th. We'll have to see if that shakes down after the caution, if Mike can stay in 9th or 10th. But that's your top 10. And these guys, like I said, it's still early here. Like 15 or 16, I think we're turning here. But these guys, I know the high rev guys were talking about how they're going to settle in and just see if tire management's going to be the thing. You know, under 25 laps here is going to be fun. So we'll have to see how it breaks down towards the end. What do you think?
Yeah, I would completely agree. I go back to what you were talking about earlier with Mike Abbott and Josh Buckley. They're tied for first. You know, they're in a race with a lot of people that aren't familiar with the series and aren't maybe not aware of the points race that they're currently in. And I've come to wonder if they're playing it safe, just waiting for the field to cycle out, or if they're trying to be aggressive and get out front. I'm not sure what approach I would take. I'm interested in your thoughts, Dustin and Mike, on what approach you would take if you were sitting in those guys' seat.
I don't know about you, but man, I'd be trying to keep my bumper clean and drive around all these incidents. You know, you're running for the points lead, and we're down to it. So, you know, there's no next week. You want to keep your car clean, get up in front of everybody, and try to put out a good race.
I'm agreeing with you, Mike. I think I'm definitely gonna sit back here. I'm not gonna try to hold too much. I'm gonna try to save some tires, man. I'm trying to keep my nose clean, and I'm gonna battle when it needs to be battled. But for the most part, I'm just gonna sit there and ride and let these guys figure out themselves, burn their stuff up, and be ready at the end to take them on. Because we've seen not here at USA, but a couple other tracks we've ran that you know, there's usually a late caution. So we'll have to see how that breaks down for us.
Well, let's ride this restart with the 28 of Jonathan Cadell and see how we can do through turns 1 and 2.
Oh, trouble and leaders under yellow. Now, there's something that had to be said about getting wrecked as being P1 and P2.
Yeah, if you can't give yourself room in on the front row, I think you're running too hard.
Yep, trouble for the 2 leaders there. That's a tough break.
I can hear them chatting on their chat. They're saying it's a racing deal, and you know, they're talking it out on the radio, and you know, it's good to hear that. But well, let's get some laps down. These guys could be pulling away for sure.
Yeah, long race, lap 19 of 120. So just time to settle in and get some laps in there. But guys, correct me if I'm wrong here, but with Abbott and Buckley being tied, Abbott has 1 win, whereas Buckley does not have a win in this series. If it came down to a tiebreaker, correct me if I'm wrong, but it would be Abbott's to win since he's already a previous winner. Is that correct?
That is
correct.
In a tiebreaker situation, it does fall to wins, but I think them being tied coming into the last race, you know, means that whoever finishes in front of the other is going to decide the championship.
Yep, Mike, you're totally right. What I'm seeing here and what I've heard from these 2 drivers, talking to them all week, is you know, they're hungry. They want to beat each other. They race hard each and every week with each other. You know, I like Abbott. I really do. I want to see him do good. But I know he's got a hard battle to fight here to get up to Buckley, and and compete. So right now here early, Buckley's got a little bit more speed, but said don't count that 82 out, man. I've seen him all year long. Just no matter where he starts or no matter how much trouble he has, he somehow finds that little bit extra to find there late in the race and make his name there at the top. So definitely put my money on Abbott.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see who we crown the next Tour Series champion. On their league website page at NAVSCAR.com, we have a driver's bio page where we've got those series championship stickers next to previous winners. So I'm pretty excited to see who gets that after tonight.
I don't know if you guys were checking this out. I know it's early, but I have to take a look at the number 8 of Brent Rogers. Has a little bit of rear end damage and a little bit of right front damage there. It looks like, you know, just short track racing, but hopefully when he gets to come to the attention of his pit crew at some point, maybe they can get a little bit of that fixed up. But like I said, he's running 5th. Looks like he's doing a good job. So.
Yeah, looking at that rear bumper damage, it is definitely pushed in a little bit. I don't think that's going to hurt him too much here. You know, but if he does come in, I think it'll be a quick fix. I think track position is key, though, in this situation. I don't think he wants to come in for the little damage that he has.
Yeah, you're definitely right. You're definitely right.
Well, it looks like they're getting ready to go green here. Hopefully they can get it sorted out and get spread out a little bit. Get some laps underneath them.
Let's go ahead and watch Brent's restart here. A little bit farther back in the pack, see how they get rolling.
Looked like he had to check up there a little bit.
Yeah, they all sorted it out pretty quick. We got the first 5 cars in single file.
You know,
got a pretty decent battle back there for the 6th spot.
And we have another caution.
was it the 20 car? Is that who was having problems, or was that Butch in the 555?
Let me take a look here. Brent came out. Looks like the caution was thrown for Brent, but I did not see him come out.
These drivers have been known to throw a water bottle out a time or two, but
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of smoke coming out of the 20. I need to keep an eye on him.
Let's take a look at that 20 car. Oh yeah, he's coming in. Got to get some repairs there.
looks like the 09 of Casey was still in the pits getting repairs there. He's 6 laps down. So
this is about the time of the race, sorry there, Jamie, that those quick repairs are getting run out. So those drivers that can't keep it on the track, they're going to be dropping out of the race here pretty soon.
Yeah, so let's just talk about that a little bit, and kind of the whole purpose of this series that we have in the Open Touring Series, and we use it as kind of a recruiting tool, give an opportunity for guys that want to see what racing is in the NAVSCAR League. Any thoughts about that, Dustin, Mike, about how we utilize this series?
Yeah, I think that's exactly key. We're really trying to give people a taste of a league race with a week-to-week, point system. I will say that the short track races have been pretty eventful when it comes to carnage and yellow flag.
Looks like we're having some audio.
User in your channel timed out. Disconnected. Connected. Channel switched. User in your channel timed out. User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
And we're back.
Yes.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green flag. Let's see how we do here. We got Josh Buckley in the 2 car. Working that outside, just outside of Brent here. Let's see if they can keep it clean.
Yeah, Buckley's able to carry a lot of that speed on the outside and seems to get a good run exiting the corner.
And look, we got another caution.
Cautions definitely seem to be happening towards the back of the field. These guys up front are running pretty clean. It looks like Mike Abbott there is slowly creeping his way to the front, moving from 9th to 7th.
Yeah, let's take a look, what his positions were so far today. Looks like, he started 12th, he's up to 7th. He's highest position he's been in today. So I'm thinking he's on the move.
Yeah, and that's just, the traits of just a consistent driver. Slow and steady, not trying to win the race out of the first couple laps, and just really hitting its marks.
Yeah, realistically, we probably had about 5 or 6 green flag laps, and he's making some good positions with not a lot of opportunities. So I'm sure it's going to work out for him. We still got lots of race left.
Definitely. Hey, Dustin, when it comes to the spotter here, how critical of a role does a spotter play in a short track race like this? Looks like we're having some audio difficulties with Dustin there. Mike, do you want to field that question? Got any thoughts on that?
Connection lost. Error. 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 Error.
Sorry, folks, we're just having some audio connection issues. Once we get those fixed, we'll get everybody back in the that was in the booth talking again. So just bear with us. As you can see, we're riding with Brent Rogers right now at the start of the restart. So just give us a couple minutes, and I'll see if I can get the audio back online.
Error. 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 Error.
Well, looks like we're under caution again this evening. Looked like Dale Albright got loose there. Looked like Mike Abbott was close to being involved in that. We're still having audio difficulties, so we'll keep an eye on it. In the meantime, it'll just be me broadcasting in the booth here a little bit, and while we work the audio difficulties behind the scenes.
Error. Connected. User entered your channel. User entered your channel. User entered your channel. Channel switched.
I got a copy.
Sorry about that, folks. We were having some audio difficulties there. Myself and Dustin are back in the booth as we're under caution. Looked like Dale Albright kind of... Did he get loose there, or did he actually get into the 82 of Abbott?
The way it looked from my point of view, sitting here riding, was the 82 said that he didn't mean to get into the 26. So looks like a little contact between those two, just hard racing. But
yeah, I seen the 26 come... maybe exchanging some words there on the track. Wasn't really sure what was going on there as they were riding side by side for a little bit, but looks like we're getting ready to get back to green here.
Brent Rodgers and teammate Mike Abbott here on the front row, bringing them to the green. Oh, like a little slow restart there for the 8. 77 really beating up the back of the 8 here. We'll see how this works out. Abbott got a real good start on the outside.
Yeah, Rodgers was really getting beat up there.
Yeah, the 77 of Garrett there, he definitely giving nobody any room.
But, you know, Rodgers is just like Abbott. He's just kind of got that same mentality where, you know, slow and steady, and we got another caution out.
Sure, Abbott don't want to see that. He got a pretty good start there coming up through the field. Yeah, I want to get back to what we talked about at the first of the broadcast, Jamie. I mean, we usually you don't have two guys pick the same one to be up front, but, you know, the way I'm seeing it here early, I know we're only at lap 48, but see that old familiar Aaron's Dream Machine up front, number 82. It's just, you know, Mike's just, he's got these things figured out, man, and I'm really proud to see him up there.
Yeah, Mr. Consistency.
No doubt, no doubt.
I think that was the 61 of Jason Stout there that we seen having some difficulties bringing out the caution. I believe that's who it was.
As I look back, I've got Buckley. He's one of those that made that pit stop at lap 42. He's fired back there in 10th. You know, him and the 57 Bison were one of the first few that took tires there on that stop. So they look to be climbing their way back up. But we'll see if just how much being back and not having track position is going to hurt them. We'll have to see how that works out for them.
Yeah, and with Jeff File in 13th, just a couple behind Buckley, you know, as they're running second and third in points right now, if Buckley continues to go backwards and File continues to move up, we could have a little change here in the point standings.
Definitely, and we also got to think about tonight with Abbott up front. Let's say scenario Abbott leads the most laps here tonight. He'll get a couple extra bonus points. He'll get a bonus point for leading a lap. I think Buckley is still yet to lead one tonight, so
Yeah, you really raise a good point there. Every point counts, and Mike's taking advantage of all three of them here.
User in your channel timed out. Connection lost.
Well, sorry, folks. We're again having audio difficulties here in the booth, and right now we're watching Mike Abbott, and just be away here for a second, trying to get these audio difficulties fixed, and be right back.
Connected.
Crazy ass TeamSpeak.
Channel switched.
Yeah, I'm here.
A lot better start by Rogers that time. They're on the outside. We'll see if he can hopefully not get freight trained here and find him a spot here pretty quick.
Gonna get some rubber down the backstretch there.
Ooh. And that's going to bring out another caution. Hey guys, it just looked like coming out the corner there, you know, racing hard. Rogers got a little bit loose, corrected it, and 25 kind of overcorrected and got turned right to everybody else. Just a tough break there, and guys were racing hard. And I don't know if it's one of those racing deals or not, but it definitely looked like a handful there for a few minutes. Yeah, we'll have to call down and get the service master clean tow truck down there to get them off the wall.
Well, boys, we're about 4 laps from halfway.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see Brent Rogers pull it in here to the attention of his high rev pit crew, and we'll see. We'll see if they can get that thing all taped up for him and get back out there, get him 4 fresh Hoosiers, and just see how it works on here. I like to see him coming back through the field here.
Looks like we have a driver sitting on the start-finish line there. Do you know who that is, Dustin?
Yeah, it looks like Buckley. I don't know if Buckley's got a problem with that engine or not, but he's sitting right there at the victory lane circle. I don't know if he thinks he's already won the race or not, but have to get down there and try to get a copy with him.
I don't think Dustin realizes. Are you recording in-game audio? Dustin here is doing some interviews on the track for the sake of himself. It's quite entertaining. No, I think that's a great idea. We could definitely pull him down. Let me jump in and I'll pull him back. One second.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I've been doing that for my own benefit, so I can kind of talk to him, see how the race is going, give some input. Seems as Buckley's got his car back running again. We'll see how this is going to work out.
User joined your channel.
Next caution, he's declined as we're our 1 to go, but next caution he's going to jump down and give us a little bit of an interview.
I believe so. I'm not sure. He was stopped a pretty long time down there, so I have to check with race control and see if that's the case. He does. He'll restart here in 14th. We'll see what kind of positions he can pick up here on this green flag run.
Let's take a look and see how quick he can move through that field. He's usually pretty good at making up positions. So let's go ahead and ride inside as he makes a couple passes here.
Guys, I'm taking a look up at the front. We got Mike Abbott with Alex Bisson, which made that pit stop at lap 42 with them 4 fresh Hoosiers, really putting some pressure on the 82. Let's have to keep an eye on this battle here as he looks to the inside coming out of 4.
Oh, yeah,
not going to make the pass this time.
You're definitely right. There is not a lot of space between those two cars, that's for sure. He's definitely looking inside. He gets that car to bite in pretty good. Looks like Mike's got a little bit better off the corner though.
Yeah, guys, I have the privilege during the week just to give a little plug that Mike Abbott, he's a real scholar of this sport, man. He really takes himself to school and he tries to learn something every day. And you can see it here on the track, man. He's been working on this setup pretty hard, and Alex is giving him a pretty good run, but it looks like he's just got a little bit more bite off the corner, and he's been able to pull him down the straightaway. So just continue to keep an eye on these two up here as they're battling really hard.
Yeah, you can definitely see Alex arcing that entry, trying to get a little bit of a dive going in. I don't know if he's going to be able to stick it without making a little contact. He can definitely get him loose and drive by on the inside, but might be a little bit early to make that kind of move.
Yes, we're about to come up on lap 66. Off of turn 4, boys are battling real hard. We'll see how the rest of this thing goes. Yeah, Jamie, you definitely mentioned earlier about, and Mike, you were talking about how he was. Buckley is very methodical. There's a lot of times he's been back behind the 8 ball there and made his way back up to the field and made a good race out of it. So we'll definitely continue to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a bit of a gap to the next car. He's got about a second and a half to make up. So we'll check again on him in a bit.
How much do you think Jeff File is looking in that rearview mirror with Buckley right behind him?
I know I would be. That relative box, that number would be closing up pretty quick. And, you want to say you don't think about the people behind you, but, when there's a driver behind you that's a little bit quicker than you are, it does affect you. You change your lineup, you push a little bit harder, and you never know, you make that mistake, you rub the wall, and next thing you know, he's on your bumper.
Yeah, like I said, that last lap there, Buckley was 3/10 faster than File, so he's definitely closing in on him, and Buckley's running just as fast as the leaders, so we'll definitely continue to keep an eye on him as he makes his way through the field.
Check back up at the front of the leaders. Looks like there's still a little bit of space between them. Mike's now working a bit of a gap here.
Mr. Consistency, that's what Dustin and I were talking about while you were out of the booth there for a few minutes, just how Abbott's just able to run those consistent lines lap after lap.
Yeah, Jim, you're totally right. That last lap was a 21.781, and he's been right around the 6 to 7, 21 6s and 7s the last 10-lap run. So, like I said, Mr. Consistency, and that's what's going to get it done here tonight. So, like I said, he seems to be stretching a little bit on Alex. I don't know. Alex has even fresher tires than he does. So that just shows the effort that Abbott's putting in the wheel tonight.
Yeah, it's easy to see that Abbott's fast lap is a 21.627, and he's running 21.7s consistently. So he's he's not off of his fast lap by all that much, and to be able to consistently run those laps, he's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, and we got to mention that, you know, we just turned lap 73, and Abbott hadn't made a pit stop for tires or anything, and you got the second place guy falling back, and he has fresh tires on lap 42. So 73 lap tires compared to the, you know, 40 some or 30 some that Alex is on is doesn't really seem to be affecting him. You know, he's really putting a wheel in that thing tonight, looking good.
That is so impressive.
Yeah, for sure, and I think it kind of speaks to what we were saying earlier. That there is follow-up on these tires, but we spent, you know, at least half of the race under caution. So, you know, coming in for those tires, it might not have been that much of an advantage over what Mike had on his car.
Yeah, these guys were practicing here earlier in the week, and had a chance to talk to Abbott a little bit about it, and he definitely thought that tire management would be the key here tonight. And way it looks, I mean, he's doing a pretty well job, and he felt like the tires didn't fall off a whole bunch. But from the way it looks to me, he's definitely managing his tires well. A little bit of higher arc he's got than Alex. Seems to be helping those tires not work as hard.
Don't look now, guys, but Josh Buckley's got around Jeff File, and he's got his eyes on Raymond Edge.
Oh, yeah, looks like he's right on that bumper.
Yeah, it definitely won't be long for he'll try to get there around Raymond, and we'll see how that battle continues.
Yeah, I expect it'll be
Want to mention
a lot of respect between these two drivers. They have raced with each other before, and I think we'll see a pretty clean pass when it comes time to drive around Raymond if he can get up there.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. I'm looking here, and Buckley's still running in that 21.7, 21.8 range, so he's not too far off the leaders. So definitely some fast times. Of course, Raymond's last lap was a 21.8, so he's definitely going. He's definitely. If I know the Raymond Edge that I know, he's gonna battle Buckley hard. He's gonna make him work for that spot for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's a get out of the way and let you by situation. I think you know, these guys are running for position. They're pretty close to a top 5, so they're going to be running pretty hard.
I really like that Punisher on Edge's car there.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice looking paint.
It actually looked like a Punisher with some horns on it.
Looks like we got another tight battle up here with the 99 of Brian Fallon and the 13 of Jason Legolas. Some couple battles on the track. I think everyone's stretched out a bit. People have you know, finding their lines. We've got some space between cars, but you're going to see these battle happen for position. Looks like they're scrubbing the wall out of that corner. Getting real close.
Yeah, if we can check in on Butch Frazier and Ricky Goodman and Brent Rogers real quick. They're all running, you know, 11th, 12th, and 13th there. I was really kind of surprised to see Rogers back there in 13th.
Yeah, I think...
yeah, he had a...
Go ahead, Dustin.
I was just going to mention that last caution. He got some pretty good damage, and I think he came down pit road to get fixed, and spent a little bit of extra time. So that start, he didn't get to start with the rest of the field. He had to chase him down. So that car's hurt just a little bit, so he's not quite up to spec he needs to.
Yeah, he's definitely running slower laps. His last lap was a 22.073. So he's definitely nursing it around there.
Did I see correctly? He's got the leaders right behind him.
Yeah, it looks now, guys, but Abbott's already made his way through full lap cars.
Putting them down on those old tires.
Yeah, and I see now we got the 57 closing in a little bit, but if I'm seeing this right, guys, it looks like the 7's made some contact with the outside wall here recently. It almost starting to look like an open wheel modified.
Yeah, the outside of that 57 does look like it's got a little bit of damage.
Now, how much do you worry about blowing a tire? Now, it doesn't happen very often, but I've seen the replay of Mike Abbott blowing a tire before, so it does happen, and he's gone a long time without changing them. Is that even playing into his mind? Do you think?
Well, I think what we have tonight is when you run these late models, they're so much different than the trucks we run in our Pro Series. The tire fall off is a lot less. These late models are usually 100 laps to 150 lap races. These guys run these days, and the tire fall off because we run a Hoosier here and not Goodyear. They don't seem to fall off or come apart like they would on a Goodyear. So I'm sure he knows that. He's done a lot of testing. He kind of knows what he can do and what he can't do. And boys, I'm not sure even if we got a late caution here that he might make a stop, because like I said, he's pretty strong. Maybe he feels he can manage it, but definitely tire fall off here is not as bad as some of the heavier vehicles that we run for the Pro Series.
I think you got to take tires, though, if we had a caution this late. I'm not sure if those older tires would hold him off. I think he'd almost be in the way, don't you?
I don't know. If I'm Mike, man, I don't think I drive down pit road for the rest of the night. I think he's been out front all night, and I think, or at least a lot of the night, and I think once he's there, I think he's set. I don't think he's coming down. Mind you, if I'm Alex, I think I come down and get some tires.
I'm seeing Alex with a lot of damage there. That right front quarter panel is just tore up. I think he's got into the wall a little bit.
Yeah, I tell you what, I noticed that a little bit earlier, but he started chasing Abbott down a little bit. Now he seems to fall off the last couple laps, but sometimes you bang these things off the wall, man, and you help that car turn through the center. It's kind of funny how that works, but I don't know if that's the case with Alex, or he just backed off, or drove his tires off, or what. But I know Abbott's on 93 lap tires almost here, and he's still riding strong. So like I said, if we were to get a late caution, I'm thinking he might pick tires, but the way Abbott's riding, he's probably just thinking he's going to try to hold it out, because track position is going to be so important.
And Cadell goes around Alex for second place, Jonathan Cadell.
Yeah, it looked like Alex knew that he was the slow car there, and took the high line and let the 28 by. We got some lap cars here. This could get interesting.
Definitely right. Yeah, you got Cadell there in the strutmasters.com Chevrolet Monte Carlo. He started here, I think, third tonight, and he's been in the top 5 all night, and he's definitely looks poised to try to make a run at Abbott tonight. Right now, he looks like Abbott's only challenger, so we'll see how it plays out. Yeah,
Jonathan, he actually had the pole for the race, so we know he's quick. His fast lap is super quick at a 21.666, and I think his fall off looks like a little bit.
Caution.
Caution.
There you go, boys.
Yeah.
Caution. Decisions.
This could be interesting.
I think he's coming. I think Abbott's coming in.
Good break there for Brent Rogers. Looks like he gets to stay possibly on the lead lap.
Yeah, looks like he's driving around the pace car, so he does stay on that lead lap. Good for him.
It's a good break for him. It also looks like Butch Frazier might be the first car 1 lap down.
And he stays out. And I told you, but everybody looks like they jump in for tires. It's going to be an interesting restart. I think we should drag him down for a bit of an interview here.
Yes, definitely.
User was moved to your channel.
Mike, welcome to the booth. We were debating on whether you were going to come down. I said you were staying out, and everyone behind you looks like they came in for tires. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I guess we'll see how well that plays out. I wasn't running too bad there. I mean, it was kind of getting a little tight, but it seems like under caution, if I can take, be easy on through the turns into caution, it seems like the tires cool down enough that it shouldn't be an issue. Plus, I'm not really being out front. I'm not really pushing the car that hard in order to maintain position or anything. So I think I might be all right, and I'm sure this probably isn't going to be the last caution. So.
Well, if you got anything going for you, man, I think you got a couple of cars that did stay out. So Jonathan, who looked pretty quick, is going to have to get by Alex, Brent, and Ricky before you can get all over your bumper. So, hopefully you can put a gap on them and take home the race.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
User was moved out of your channel.
It's going to make for quite an interesting finish, I think.
Yeah, he's playing strategy out in his mind as to how he's going to be able to manage that with those guys behind him. But I do believe there was a couple cars between those that took tires and Abbott.
Yeah, he's got at least a 3-car buffer there, and I think that's going to be key. I wouldn't necessarily think that we're going to get to the end of this race without another caution.
Yeah, those guys with the new tires are going to be they're going to want to go, and I think those guys in front of them are going to slow them down. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Coors Light number 4, Ricky Goodman, driving out of Canada here tonight. He made the long trip down here to Florida to race with us tonight, and he's take a little gamble there, and he's going to stay out and start on the outside. And let's see how that starts. See if we can get a good restart here. And Pinnacle Racing Team, it's good to see him up front here. We'll see how he can stay out front and get a decent finish here.
Yeah, I'm totally rooting for Ricky. I hope he stays up there. Josh Buckley in 7th and Jeff File in 11th. So Jeff's got some work to do if he's going to get back up there.
Definitely true. And I'm actually thinking if like to out on the pace car here, but just a quick little rundown. You got Brent Rogers sitting 3rd. Had a little trouble earlier, but he's back up there. Hopefully he's ready to go. We're going to let him turn green here, and it's going to be the last 25 lap shootout. Hopefully, and we'll see how this turns out.
Green flag.
Oh yeah, you can see 3 wide.
Yeah, it's go time. These guys realize at 25 laps to go, 24 now, that they've got to get up there and battle. So we'll see how this turns out.
It just shows you that you can drive your car and put it where you want it when you got some new tires. It's not something you want to try early in the race, but we're racing for the win here now.
Buckley up to 4th.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Yep, and Jeff File is moving up too, up to 8th.
You got to think he's got fresh tires too, so I'm hoping that Abbott made the right decision here, but we'll have to see in these closing laps.
I don't know, that 28 is super quick.
Oh!
Ooh, Josh bounces off of
Rogers.
Cowboy, yeah. They keep it together though.
Because Buckley is fast. He is moving.
Brent's having a hard time keeping it together, but he doesn't have those tires, man. That's what happens when you stay out and you got 5 guys behind you with tires.
Yep, that's a gamble, definitely.
We're getting down here to crunch time. With about 20 laps to go, you got Abbott.
Oh, spinner.
To the inside.
Caution's out. Before the
break there for the Abbott.
Oh, this is getting good. Was that Rogers that spun?
Looks like it might have been.
Oh, he's got some damage too.
Guys, I want to tell you that was a good break for Abbott. 28 had a good run on him there, and the caution come out, so he retains the lead here.
All right, so now that you're, got another caution, 15 laps to go, you're Mike Abbott. You coming in now?
You know, it's going to be hard to say. I don't think I would, and he doesn't. But I don't think I would because I think it's almost too late at this point, especially that last pit stop. That would have been the time I would have done it if I had to do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think when you make that kind of decision, you gotta live with that decision for the rest of the race.
Yeah, and I know one thing. We got Buckley here going to restart third right behind him. And 28's really quick, and they're all on fresh tires. So Abbott's got a strong car, man. I'm still not counting him out. Got some fast race cars here back behind him, but he's really put on a good show here tonight. And, you know, guys, I'm not going to sure how the points is going to break down, but I'm looking at it right now, and I'm figuring if Buckley does get by the 82 of Abbott and finishes one position ahead of him, Abbott still could take the championship.
Looks like the 2 is doing a little bit of psychological.
Yeah, some mind games there. Letting him know he's there. Yep.
And on cue, I hear the radio chatter. Buckley just says, "Hey, just letting you know I'm here."
Yeah, guys, checking in there on Buckley. I know the last couple of races, we've had some pretty good battles on the restart here, and I know that Abbott's he's pretty good on these restarts. So we'll see if Buckley can get up on the wheel and see how this finishes out for the last, you know, looks like 15 laps that we'll go once we go green.
I'm just hoping Abbott doesn't get run over. And if something happens, it happens fast, because if he gets in trouble and needs to pit, he'll have some laps to make it back. But like you said, Dustin, hopefully he can get a good restart here and get out front a little bit.
Just got a radio communication from Cowboy Brent Rogers there, who was involved in that incident. He actually was disconnected, dropped out of TeamSpeak, and dropped out of the race. So looks like that was an internet deal.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough break for him. He they're late, had a good chance to restart up there right beside his teammate, and had a decent run. But I think the car is just a little bit off on that late run, and just couldn't hold it down. But it's tough to see he had electrical issues there.
Lights off on the pace car.
All right, boys, if I'm Mike Abbott, I'm getting them belts tightened down just a little bit tighter. I'm going to haul this thing off as hard as I can go and try to get a good start, and just pray that my tires can hold up, and I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing this whole way. And like I said, put my money on Abbott any day. We'll just see how this thing finishes out.
Well, we're going to find out here. Pace car's off. Pretty good start there by Abbott.
It's 58 really pressuring 28. Oh, they're getting into each other a little bit there.
Yeah, I think
up there in front of Abbott.
I think he definitely loosened that car up and prevented him from getting a good runoff. Really hurt their momentum.
And Abbott's got company. Josh Buckley is there. Yep.
We got that battle going on. We also look back and forth. We got Raymond Edge. He's definitely made a move up towards the front.
Looking inside, he's got a good run. Oh, Mike puts it in the wall.
Buckley's around.
28 pressure in the 2, pretty good. We'll have to see how that battle ends up. Maybe Mike can get in line here and gather it up.
Oh, they're spinning.
Ooh. Caution's going to come out. Looks like the 57 just dumped the 99.
Let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, 57 of Alex Bisson into the 99 of Brian Fallon there. So, if you're Mike Abbott, do you come in?
I don't know. You know, you're in third. You're in third. Yeah, you got four, maybe 3 laps to go. I don't think anybody else comes in. I don't think you can come in.
You're right, Mike. I think he's
Oh, he ducks below the yellow. Thought he was.
He was thinking about it. Except we're on the backstretch, so there's no pits there. So he
Yeah.
wasn't thinking about it.
Oh, he's got a little damage there too.
Yeah, he did bounce off the wall pretty hard.
The 28 of Jonathan Cadell's been pretty fast too. I kind of wonder if he's got something for Buckley, which could possibly make an opportunity for Abbott there.
yeah, the guys. The way I see it here, the 2 and the 28, they're going to battle hard down into 1. It's all going to be about what's going to come out on the other end. So Abbott still could be here in the catbird seat. We just have to see how it finishes out. Dale's definitely has been putting pressure without overdriving his car. So really good race by him as well. And hopefully we'll get to see how this thing finishes out. And like I said, these guys are going to battle hard, man. By the time we go green, we'll probably be about might be about 5 or 6 to go. It's going to be exciting. Yeah,
I think Alex Bisson's going to play a role in here too. If you remember, they were position swapped in the. I think the 57 might remember getting pushed a little bit.
Yeah, you're right, Jamie. We'll definitely have to watch that battle between that. Don't count out the 13 back here. He's kind of been up here most of the night. Got a little bit of damage, but you know, something happens in front of him, he can, you know, maybe take advantage. Might have a outside guy looking in take this win tonight.
All right, looks like the lights are off. This will be coming back to the green.
It'll be a 6-lap shootout here if we can keep it going.
I think it's going to be less than that, my friend. I think we're looking at 2 laps.
These cars off. Here we go.
Buckley with a good start there.
Might see Mike sneak by to take this win if these two get collected.
Oh, there they go, Mike. 57 gets under him, but he fights back on the outside. Real strong run off turn 4.
Caution's out.
Looks like that's gonna end the race.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting with the points, guys.
Well, guys, if I'm calculating right, it could go to a tiebreaker. We'll have to see how it finally tallies out. But Mike Abbott, I'm believing, led the most laps tonight. Of course, Buckley's led a lap, so he picks up that win. It's just going to be determined on how that works. It's either going to be pretty close, so we'll have to see.
I can't imagine the 28's too happy right now.
No, let's see if we can get them in here. Let's let them take that checkered. And looks like he's done it. Let's get Mike in here for an interview while Joshua's burning it up, shall we?
Sure.
User was moved to your channel.
Mike, that was a crazy ending. Second place finish, not too bad considering where you ended up with 3 or 4 to go. So, what were your thoughts on that second place finish?
I'm happy with it. I knew that it would be. I didn't think I was going to get the win, just due to the fact that I never took tires, and everybody else behind me did, and so I figured that it was going to be tough to try to stay in first. But I think with the way we finished and stuff like that, I mean, without looking at the official points and whatnot, I think I got the championship. But until the official points post, I won't know. But I think I did.
It's going to be close. You guys were tied coming into the race, right?
Yep, 211 to 211.
Yes.
He's going to get a bonus point for winning, but you're going to get a bonus point for leading the most laps. So it's going to come down to it.
And I think I should have got a bonus point for leading, right?
Yep.
Leading the most laps.
Too.
But he got a bonus point for leading too, so they cancel each other out. It's going to be interesting. We'll definitely have to update the points, and everyone's going to be on edge until we get that done. Let's drop Josh down here and get an interview for the first place finisher.
User was moved to your channel.
Josh, first place was a crazy finish. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh man, it was a hard finish. I was glad I was able to race at it there, and have the two of us running for it. So it was fun. I was a little nervous when I went green for a while, but sorry, I'm having a little bit of issue hearing myself talk. But it was a good race.
Looks like you got into the 28 a little bit there on the last restart. What was going on there? Just fighting for position, or?
I according to my thing, it didn't say I did. I kind of felt like we were both just kind of sliding into that corner. It was just really, I knew with the amount of laps, I was very nervous about points-wise what was going to go on. So I was like, I got to win this thing. I didn't intentionally get into them, but I mean, we were both hot going into that corner for sure.
Yeah, it was a good finish to watch here in the booth, that's for sure.
Yeah, watching you battle back from, through the pack, the entire pack, and the closing laps, it was pretty entertaining. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that brings our first broadcast and the series to an end. Any final thoughts, Jamie or Dustin?
Oh, I'm pretty excited. This was the 6th race of the season. We're going to find out here in a minute who won the championship. We got a new series starting up, so I'm pretty excited about that with the new broadcasting software. So it should be good. I'm excited.
Hey guys, I'm really excited here. I just closing out this series. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys, and congratulations to Buckley and Mike for Buckley on his win tonight, and possibly a championship. We'll just have to see how it shakes out. But Mike Abbott, you've been consistent all year. Had some very good wins this year, and I just want to thank you for being here. And either one of you guys are well deserving of a championship. So just proud of both of you and the rest of your teams as hard as y'all have worked. And just looking forward to the new series and just seeing how this all works out for us. So just again from NAVSCAR, we appreciate you being a part of it.
Thanks for putting this on and stuff. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here, so I appreciate it.
Well, thanks. And if you're interested in knowing more about the league, make sure to check out our webpage. It's at navscar.com, and that's NAVSCAR.com. Thanks for joining us.